voice sings on that last. Wait, yeah, that sounded right. When I was a kid, I loved the Jungle Book film, which had Louis Prima and lots of red hot trumpet in it, and I thought, oh, I love that. And then I used to love Acker Bilk playing Stranger on the Shore, so I pestered my dad for a clarinet, and I learnt to play that tune. So, I mean, that particular tune I heard was outside the jazz idiom, perhaps, so I was drawn in by both those. Which is what I say to people when they say, what do you think about these periphery things? And I thought, well, if it draws people in, drew me in, so why not? Oh, you're making them all sharp notes. Yeah, sounds great. Just like parallel harmony.
Well, I've been playing piano as long as I can remember, so about 3 or 4, all doing classical music. And I'd always been able to improvise. I'd always just sit at the piano and improvise, but I didn't really know anything about jazz as such. And about 5-6 years ago, one of my friends lent me a CD of John Coltrane's Giant Steps, and I had no idea what was going on the CD, but it sounded great, so I sort of looked into it that way. When we first started our rehearsals, we just played through a few tunes, and then he made some suggestions about how we can make the head more dramatic or put more interest in the solos. Because if there's not much going on the chord changes, then we want some changes in feel and stuff to make the solos more interesting. And again, it's about trying to find something new every time you play. So to get some completely different suggestions about some new ideas really improved it.
Just try those last 3 bars, just what these called horns. 1, 2, 1, 2, 8. It's not about who's best or who's most experienced, it's about people coming together to make music. And I was very conscious of trying not to be, because it's easy to fall into that trap of thinking, I've been playing professionally 25 years, this is how it's going to be. You know, it's very tedious. And, you know, what goes around comes around. 1, 2, Is that how it ends? I'm just a bit nervous about knowing when it's the last time. You just take a couple of choruses on it, just to try it. I mean, I know it'll be 4 tonight.
He really sort of pushed us to do the best we can to play as a group, as tightly as we can, and having a great player to come play with our little band, it's a real incentive to sort of push ourselves as much as we can.
I mean, the thing with learning jazz is you can actually take a diploma in it, even in my time, but the thing you have to develop is your personal experience and your own way inside the music. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of songs and jazz pieces, but for me, the way of playing is to find a way of playing each one. Anybody can teach you the notes, the chords, and how it is, but once you've found a way of playing it that makes it yours, that's when the jazz begins, I think.
For me, what's special about jazz is that it is always about extending the musical content. It's not about defining it. It's not about polishing it down to a final, definitive, perfect performance. It's about opening it out and exploring it. It doesn't matter how many times that group of musicians have played that piece. It's only a good performance if they end up doing something they hadn't done with it before.
it's such a different experience playing with sort of professional musicians, and you get musicians who are specialists in different areas, and they can teach you so much about sort of what you're doing. You think you know what you're doing, and then you get someone else bringing in new ideas, and you realise that you actually don't know as much as you did. So it sort of encourages you to practice, to find out more, to listen to more, and to improve as much as you can as a player. It's a great experience to have. It's such a completely unique gig, really, for us.
I was quite shocked by how different it was on the gig to the rehearsal, how much better they played. I went for it in the solos and, you know, very impressed. I think they're light years ahead of when I first heard them, which was when they were supporting a gig I did. So, yeah, I think they're brilliant. I earn a living as a jazz player a lot of the time, but I also do other things. I play lots of woodwinds and I do some studio dates. I do all kinds of weird gigs to keep going, you know, and you've got to do what you have to earn a living, but also pursue your own things. Because if you don't pursue your own things, you end up with nothing at the end of it, you know. You've got to always be writing your own things or rehearsing your own groups or being yourself somehow. Otherwise it's pointless being here.